All right, everybody, welcome to Instant Results. So, if you're into making money online and selling on Etsy, selling on eBay, selling on Facebook, I'm really big with Facebook right now because of furniture leads. The number one selling items is furniture on Facebook Marketplace, believe it or not. And it's been that way for a few years. But we're going to get into Facebook's new seller app. It's called Seller. Where did it come from? And why Etsy is basically really pouncing on print on demand sellers with patterns that they don't own and going back to the roots of homemade goods. So, where do you go in that situation? Oh, well, I'm not going to be able to sell my goods. Well, I'm going to tell you where to go because this is where I am. Redbubble, Fourth Wall, which is huge on YouTube, by the way. PayHip is where I am selling my ebooks. And then, if you can, believe it or not, Amazon. Amazon has really good print-on-demand service, but it's very hard to get into their program. I know a few people that are in it, and I'm here for you sellers, but the fact is, things change the way they change. Even YouTube changed. You're gonna have to have 8,000 subscribers, 8,000 watch hours just to get into the YouTube partner program. But at the point where do you really need to be? I don't care if I am or not anymore. I'm selling you my books, my ebooks, my material from me doing from selling online for the last 16 years, and I'm going to tell you where this app Seller is called. Where is it coming from? Back in 2011, I think 2013 or 14, there was an app on Facebook, which was their first attempt to go forward and go against eBay, because eBay eBay's eBay. They make up the rules as they go. It was called Yard Seller. Okay, I used to have one of their T-shirts up to a few years ago. Well, that was their first marketplace to compete with eBay, called Yard Seller, and I was selling in there. I was using that application. Actually, implement it. You could build your own store and put it on your WordPress website, and then direct traffic from your videos, the stuff that you were selling, right into the app itself. And I was killing it, man. I bought a new car off of them, and I wrote a letter saying how great this app is, but they were not in it for the long haul. Unfortunately, Yard Seller even said they're building these applications. They were a tech company building applications for Facebook. Well, that app was supposed to be a phone app for the iPhone. Okay, they were going to call it. Right now they're calling it Seller. They were going to call it Yard Seller. Okay, on an app on your iPhone, which never happened because the company went a different direction. Yard Seller was taken down as an app, and then it was implemented later on as Facebook Marketplace, believe it or not. And they did not have a standalone phone app at the time. And they haven't until really now for that application. Well, now it's going to be you using AI tools, like you snap a picture of whatever I don't care what you're selling. All right, you can sell on this remote control, take a picture of it, and it will make your whole listing for you with just the picture. Now, I don't know how accurate it's going to be. Creates product listing quickly using an artificial intelligence from your image. And you don't have to do the title or nothing. It does it all for you. Now, I don't know how that's going to work for SEO. I really don't. But the current status is available. It's been available since July 24th, 2026. I haven't used it. A lot of people have been using it, saying it's good. There's mixed reviews on it. Now, I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just here giving you guys a message to keep up with, making money for yourselves, learning how to do something on your own, because you cannot trust your job anymore. The government is gaslighting us with these taxes, assessments on our properties, and overvaluing them so they make more money in their pocketbook. And our government is not being not just fair, they're just being criminal on all this stuff. And then they say, we're going to go after the corporations. All these senators said, we're going after corporations to get corporate greed down. Well, what about America's corporate greed? What about overvaluing our taxes and our land so you make more money in your pocket? We need less government that will lead to less inflation and less price gouging from these so-called price gouge corporations. I'm not saying it's not happening, but when you put a new gas tax on us and up it, and then all of a sudden fuel costs go up and you can't get to work, commuting to work is getting harder, then it's not worth going you to work anymore. And that's what's happening. A lot of people are like coming to me, hey, do you have any material we could use to start up a home business? Absolutely. And how do you do this on Facebook? Okay, well, you want to go pick up all this free furniture you can. You got a little truck. Go around the neighborhood. Go on Facebook Marketplace. Contact them. If they got an old kitchen table you can clean up and redo, clean it up and redo it, and then put it up for sale. That's how I started. And I sell a whole bunch of stuff. But that's not my main thing. I sell how-to books, ebooks, and all that on PayHip. And I'm moving to Fourth Wall, actually. Now that I'm more on Facebook, or now that I'm on YouTube, and I'm on Facebook, by the way, for my Reels, to promote my books, I use Reels on Facebook Marketplace. Or however that works. I just use Reels for that stuff. And there's no other way that you're going to be able to survive when our bond markets are not even being bought up by our own U.S. government. The U.S. government, the Federal Reserve, which is our central bank, is not buying up our bonds because they're overvalued and they don't want nothing to do with what the president is doing. And they can't make them buy all this stuff. Now, they have bought some, but not enough to make a dent on why everything's going up and why they keep borrowing more money that they don't deserve, they don't need. Because they want to go to a war with Iran, and over there it's going to start a world war. And it's really putting a dent in our finances over here. Not in a little way, because they keep borrowing money from me and you that we don't even have anymore. They don't care that me and you are going bankrupt over their overspending. It's not a deficit. It's overspending, and they don't want to stop, and it's up to me and you, and it's not a vote anymore. It's got to end up in civil war. So you got to take care of your own. Make your own garden outside. Get your own little business on the side, a little side hustle that you can sell stuff and get a vegetable stand up like the people down the road have. This is all local vegetables in my area. All the meat, everything. And I have a good, unique place. But I moved out here for peace and quiet for a while as I figured out my life and as I flip homes. And I started to do business on a Facebook Marketplace. And I started figuring out how the government really is treating us. And I didn't want no part of it no more. So I just started concentrating and focusing on my own well-being. And that's what you need to do. It is being prepared. Because your Walmart job might not be there tomorrow. Your Kroger job, it's paying you, minimum wage to fill up someone's cart and bring them their groceries because everybody wants an app now because they don't want to get off their butt and go grocery shopping because gas prices are too high. So why not use your gas? And that's not paying off anymore either. These DoorDash apps, Uber Eats, Spark, all these apps for the stores shipped, the main ones, people are dropping out of them because there's no money in it for them no more because they're spending all their money on gas. And they purposely did these wars over there to up the gas price because it's great for the oil companies. When there's war, it's awesome for them. War doesn't count big or small. is great for the oil companies because they get to boost up the market value of their oil to $5 a gallon. And me and you are making less money because of inflation. But then we're trying to come up with ways to make extra money, and you have to sell physical goods to do that. I am not good at selling ebooks. They don't sell real quick. I'm going to be honest with you. They don't. I might sell like maybe 100 of them for the whole year at average of $15, okay? So I don't make that much money. But it is good money because I know how to take that money and put it back into something else. And I started using that money to build up physical goods. Physical media. Old standalone CD players are big right now. I have one right there I just redid. I got a couple CDs and movies that I tested it with after I redid it. I got another one that I'm working on. Actually, I got a VCR I redid. I'm going to be putting that up. CD radios. Radios with CD players are really big hit right now if you can find them at a garage sale. I found one and the little diode in there wasn't reading the disc, so I had to go in there and fix it because the lens was scratched. Don't know how that happened, but you can replace them, and you pluck them off and replace them. You got to take it all apart. It's not hard to do, but it's not easy to do if you've never worked on electronics. But when I was in school, hey, I took electronics. I learned how to work on this stuff. Or I also took auto mechanics, took shop class to work on houses. They did that for us. And your government took most of those stuff away because they wanted you to be on your cell phone and be dumb all day. They didn't show you how. They showed you how to be a consumer and not a business owner. And when I was in high school, you better learn how to have a skill because you know what? College is expensive. Well, really. They taught us that we didn't need to go to college if we didn't have to. I could survive having my own little side hustle lawn business with one lawnmower in my yard for extra money. They took a lot of that away. And now we're coming into 2026. People are running around. I can't find a job. I don't know how to do a business. It's like, you got to have courage for one. You got to create the balance in your life that you need that put money in your pocket. I have assets that pay me a wage. I have a house right now that is rented out. Even though I have a showing today, it's a duplex. That part of the house has got a private entrance with a small studio apartment in it. And I rebuilt it. It was already there when I bought the house. And that became extra money for me. And then I was able to concentrate getting this house done and then do these videos and get back on YouTube. All right, everybody. Please subscribe to my channel. I know I'm not the most popular person out there, but I'm a hardworking, general businessman. And I've been out there with the biggest YouTubers out there that some of the biggest financial YouTubers out there, and I can tell you half of them are all full of shit. Okay? I'm not going to mention the ones that are full of shit, but because they're not on any lower level than I am, how I understand finance, how I understand how to do business, and I'm just not going to wage my losses and tell you how bad things are. Because I'm not going to do that. I'm telling you how good things are. Because you have the opportunity now to create something great. Create a business instead of the doom and gloom YouTubers on here. They're all full of a bunch of baloney. Is that what you want to listen to all day? Or do you want to listen to someone that gets up every morning at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, owns my own business, and get up and get stuff done? Get my ebooks out. Get my listings up. Have a cup of coffee. And get up every morning to show you how it's done. And not be a pansy and not do the job you're supposed to do and put money in your pocket and worry about what the next guy's going to say. Because I really don't care. I've already been attacked 8 times right here on YouTube. They know who I am. I've been on YouTube since 2011. And people don't like me. I'm not here if you like me or not. I don't care, everybody. If you want to be a troll, you want to be a keyboard warrior, I don't care anymore. Because it's the same result. We just ignore you and we go on our way. You know why? Because you keyboard warriors are in the exact same place where you've been for the past 20 years. Sitting in mommy's basement in used underwear with stains on them. And you haven't learned a fucking thing. And where have I been, huh? Since 2011. I've built my business. I've flipped 4 houses, or actually now this is actually 6 houses after this one. And I've gotten this one ready. I built a business for my goals, for the things I've wanted to do. And I didn't sit around and play with myself to get it done, okay? I did what I said I was going to do. And I'm not here to not help you. So if you really want help, my books are all made by me. Every word, every course is from my heart. So if you want help having your own business, I'm the one who really, not all of it, but I'm the most general person you're going to meet that's going to be realistic. You're not going to be a fucking goddamn millionaire off of the YouTube channel. You're not going to be a millionaire selling your first table on Facebook Marketplace. And you're definitely not going to make enough money on Etsy or any marketplace that's going to matter the first 4 years. The first year is going to be really tough. Don't matter. You can list 4,000 million items on the Facebook Marketplace and make 4 or 5 sales. You got to start your local business in your local area. All your listings got to be local so people get to know you. Let your neighbors know who you are. Give them a card. Hey, I redo furniture, or I do ebooks, or hey, if you're selling something, let me know. I can help you put it. I can put it on the Facebook Marketplace for you. Let people know who you are, what you do. That way you build up a good reputation in your local area. And then people will come to you because they'll see you got listings. All right, everybody. Looks like I'm running out of time. Have a great day.